Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The Devil's Deal, a Korean political dramatic thriller from 2021 that stars Cho Jin-woong, Kim Moo-yul, and Lee Sung-min. So the more power he desires, the darker his world becomes. An assembly member candidate, played by Cho Jin-woong, is abruptly taken out of the running because he became a thorn in the side of a local bigwig, played by Lee Sung-min. Hounded by loan sharks due to defaulting a campaign loan, he decides to get his hands dirty. He steals classified government information about an urban development plan and obtains the help of a local gang leader, played by Kim Moo-yul, by promising a hefty real estate profit. Now our protagonist re-enters the race and tries to take revenge on his opposition. Unbeknownst to him, his messy journey through politics has only just begun. Now this is set during the early 1990s actually, and the film opens with our protagonist rehearsing a pretty cliche speech that any politician would give in front of his mirror. And his wife seems to be not too happy with his decision to run for election. Well, he loses the nomination immediately before it even goes to voting, because all his support taps dry because he angered the local bigwig, Lee Sung-min. And he was doing some things, not necessarily bad things, but things that Lee Sung-min didn't want him to do. And since he's backing him, he's like, hey, I'm pulling my backing from you. Now afterward, his family starts getting harassed by the loan sharks because he defaulted on his campaign promises, and his loans and stuff. So things are looking pretty bad for this guy, and he gets desperate. Thus the making of a good film. So the main character in this does not really seem all that capable at first. He's not entirely, sharp, but he's not that incompetent either. He's somewhere in the middle. He gives generic speeches, but the public seems to like him, and he's got a shot at winning this thing. All he needs is the money to be able to put a campaign together. And over the course of the film, you see some of his more effective traits. He reframes his campaign as an independent candidate, and things start looking up for him. He eventually becomes a formidable opponent to Lee Sung-min's character through some gangster-heavy tactics, like underworld tactics, as well as some bribes, underhanded dealings to get dirt on rivals, even some manipulation of media, like newspapers and television. And, as the movie goes along, you're thinking, hey, this main character, he's kind of holding his own in the cutthroat world of politics and crime. And that's, the core of the movie. That's the whole movie right there. And tension is earned nicely. The conflict kind of shifts back and forth in terms of gaining an advantage. At some points, looks like Lee Sung-min has the advantage. And then at other points, it looks like Cho Jin-woong has the advantage. And it kind of goes back and forth, kind of like a boxing match, but in the world of politics instead. And near the end, you're not really sure if our protagonist is going to come out on top or not. And, so that's good. There's a little bit of an uncertainty to this. There's also a few huge twists in this, and I did not see them coming. And I don't think many viewers will see them coming, because they don't come up from out of left field. They're good twists. They're within the context of the story, but it's just not something you think about off the top of your head. So it's good. It's some pretty good writing in this, and the ending was a little bit different than what I had expected. Performances are very good. These are all veteran actors here. Extremely reliable guys, very talented. The director is Lee Won-tae, who previously directed The Gangster, The Cop, and The Devil. And The Devil's Deal, apparently he likes directing movies about devils, is on the same level as that film, although this one is decidedly more, I think, dramatic. So, if you're someone who really does not like political dramas and you do not like gangster movies, you may want to skip this. But if you're open to either one of them, it's a good flick. I like it. I think most people are going to enjoy this. Currently available on Amazon and Viki.com. And as always, I'll see you next time.